This is my 2020 Intel i7 MacBook Pro. On paper, it's a powerhouse. Back in 2020, this laptop was an absolute high-performance beast. But as the years passed and macOS getting heavier with every update, this MacBook started struggling in real-world usage. Recently, I downgraded from Tahoe to Sequoia. But even after downgrading, the performance wasn't impressive. Then I decided to do something crazy. I'm turning this Mac into a Linux beast. This is Ubuntu running on 2020 Intel MacBook Pro and everything is working perfectly, including the touchpad, keyboard, Wi-Fi, sound, and much more. If you have a modern Intel Mac, you might know about the T2 security chip. It is designed to lock things down, and for a long time, it made installing other operating systems an absolute nightmare. But thanks to the incredible team behind T2 Linux, that's no longer the case. The amount of efforts these developers have put in is honestly amazing. They have worked relentlessly to bridge the gap between Apple's proprietary hardware and the open source world, making Linux not just possible but practical on these machines. Now for this setup, I chose Ubuntu. I used their script to create a custom Ubuntu image fully compatible with the T2 chip and then flashed it onto a USB drive. When it comes to installation, I had two options: remove macOS or set up a dual boot system. It's possible to erase macOS entirely, but it's not recommended. You still need macOS for firmware updates and certain low-level system adjustments. So instead, I used disk utility to create a separate partition for Linux and manually installed Ubuntu alongside macOS. And the best part that's completely shocked me, usually installing Linux on a Mac is painful. You end up spending hours searching for drivers, but this time the keyboard was perfectly responsive, the trackpad felt natural, and I connected to Wi-Fi instantly. I went through the manual partition setup and installed Ubuntu alongside macOS in just a few minutes, and the performance difference is insane. As you can see, we are running the Ubuntu desktop on this T2 Intel MacBook. Everything feels light and snappy. My Intel i7 feels like it has room to breathe. And the best part, the T2 Linux kernel handles the hardware beautifully. The speakers sound great, Bluetooth is stable, and the Wi-Fi hasn't dropped even once.
Front, right. Rear, left. Rear, right.
It genuinely feels like this hardware was meant to run this OS. Most GUI applications run flawlessly: VS Code, IntelliJ, GIMP, Blender, even playing 4K videos works perfectly fine. By the way, even with the T2 drivers, this MacBook isn't 100% perfect. There's one major con you need to know about. If I close the laptop lid, the system goes into a deep sleep and it won't wake up. The only way to recover is to force restart the Mac. For now, my simple workaround is that I just don't close the lid while it's running, or I fully shut down if I'm moving around. It is small caveat for the massive boost in performance and thermal management I'm getting in return. Now let's talk about thermals and how I'm keeping this i7 under control. We all know Intel MacBooks can sound like jet engines when you open just a few tabs. To fix that, I'm using a small but powerful tool called auto-cpufreq. It works like a smart brain for the processor. Instead of running at full speed all the time and creating excessive heat, it adjusts the CPU power based on what you are doing. If I'm just browsing or writing an email, it lowers the power to keep things cool. When I start something heavy like coding, it boosts performance automatically. It's been a game changer. The fans stay quiet, the laptop stays cooler compared to Mac OS. I'm also getting better battery life, almost close to Mac OS. So is it worth it running Linux on Intel Mac? Absolutely yes. If your Intel Mac feels laggy or very slow, giving it a second life with Linux might be the ultimate choice. The performance is excellent, launching applications is very fast compared to Mac OS. Most importantly, the RAM management is insane. And that's pretty much it. What do you guys think about this? In my next video, I will show you exactly how to install Linux on Intel Mac step by step. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button down there and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KSK Royal. I will see you in the next one.